Yeah, Lee Legend in the building. Welcome to the streets of Bedford, people. We in Bedford. Right now, I'm in Bedford.
We here. Let me tell you a story about Bedford. A voice echoes through the medieval grounds of Bedford. Once, these grounds trembled beneath the boots of warlords, men who ruled with iron fists and hearts of stone. They slaughtered without question, raw, cold, built kingdoms on the bones of the weak, and called it power. The rivers ran red with the blood of the innocent. These people were cold, and the cries of the fallen were swallowed by the wind. Bedford was not a town, it was a battlefield, a hunting ground for the ruthless. A lot of people died here. Could be full of spirits. Time passed, but echoes of their sins remained. The chains of oppression loosened, yet the scars never faded. The stones beneath your feet have been stained with the greed of kings and the cruelty of conquerors. Peak, but look around you now where swords once clashed. Children now play. This is today's reality, where tyrants once stood, families now build. The ghosts of the past watch as we shape a new world, one where power is no longer measured in blood, but in unity. Shout out to Bedford for that. Yet, let us not be fools. Darkness never truly dies, it only waits. The greed, the cruelty, the hunger for control still lingers, hiding in the shadows of modern streets, behind false smiles and golden promises. Do not forget what was, or you will invite it back. Let Bedford stand not as a graveyard of past horrors, but as a reminder that power should serve the people, not enslave them. The past has spoken, the future listens, and we decide what comes next. Welcome to the streets of Bedford. The Harper Centre in Bedford is a shopping centre with a rich history dating back to the 19th century. It was originally the site of Bedford Modern School, which was founded in 1764 as part of the Harper Trust, a charity established by Sir William Harper in 1566 to support education in Bedford. In the 1970s, the school relocated and the site was redeveloped into the Harper Centre, which officially opened as a shopping mall in 1976. However, the original Victorian-era facade of the school was preserved, giving the centre a unique blend of historical architecture and modern retail space. Today, the Harper Centre remains a key part of Bedford's town centre, offering a mix of shops, cafes, and services while maintaining its historical roots.
Down here, we came to pick up a vehicle down here, so we're on our way to that vehicle right now.
St. Paul's Church in Bedford stands as a testament to a turbulent past marked by scandal and transformation. In the 12th century, the church was home to secular canons, among them Philip de Broye, whose alleged involvement in a homicide and subsequent defiance of royal authority led to significant controversy. This incident not only strained relations between church and state, but also precipitated a profound change: the dissolution of the secular chapter and the establishment of Newnham Priory, marking a pivotal shift in the church's history. This place has a dark past. Legend Haz It TV news statement on the tragic murder of Thomas Taylor in the rising tide of violence in Bedford, even far outside London. The crime continues. This has to be another senseless act of violence, one that has claimed the life of 17-year-old Thomas Taylor. His murder on the evening of the 8th of January in Greenhill Street is not just a tragedy, it is a grim reminder of the devastating consequences of knife crime in our communities. 5 teenagers, the youngest just 16. That's right, 16. Now stand charged with his murder, lives destroyed, families shattered, and a community left in mourning. This is the brutal reality we face. Let me be clear, violence on our streets will not be tolerated. Every act of brutality, every knife carried with intent, pushes us further into a life of fear and loss. We cannot allow this to become the norm. We should not stand by while young lives are taken in senseless acts of aggression. Bedfordshire Police, the Crown Prosecution Service, and our justice system are working tirelessly to ensure that those responsible are held accountable. A trial has been set, and justice will be served. But justice alone is not enough. We must ask ourselves, how did we get here? And more importantly, how do we stop the cycle before another young life is lost? This is not just a matter for law enforcement. Schools, parents, community leaders, we all have a role to play in dismantling the culture of violence. We must engage our youth, provide them with alternatives, and make it clear that carrying a knife does not offer protection. It only leads to destruction. Thomas Taylor was a student, a young man with a future ahead of him. Today, that future no longer exists. This cannot continue. We must take action. We must fight for change, and we must ensure that no more families are left grieving in the wake of avoidable violence. The time for silence is over. The time for action is now.
R.I.P. to Thomas Taylor. Just want to say it's sad how the crime continues outside London, you know, and in London it's bad enough, but to head all the way to Bedford and hear such news or see and witness the picture and see stuff like that is kind of touching. So, you know, again, R.I.P. to Thomas Taylor. And this area, it weren't that bad. It didn't look bad. Didn't see many school youths around there or many gangs or anything around here. It's just cool and calm. So to hear of knife crime in this area is a bit alarming still. You know, anyway, we continue our journey to collect this vehicle. So, my people, this is the vehicle that we came for. The vehicle that we left London for. Traveled so many miles just for this. I have to take an all-rounder of this vehicle right now. This one's one of a kind, 2-seater, classic. Besides that, this is a beast of its own kind, man, of its own generation. And this was worth the trip, worth the journey. Like I said, do a little all-round for you people, make everyone see what time it is. You know, these classic vehicles, they don't make these no more. They don't make these vehicles no more, man. This is one of a kind. And, you know, it's just time to head outside, go meet the guy, check out paperwork, and take things from there, you know. But yeah, man. Check out this garage, Kingsley Garage in Bedford. Check out Kingsley Garage in Bedford. One of a kind, the cars are classics. Only deal with classics around here. You know, check this one out. He's reversing in right now. And this, as I said, everyone just smash the like button, share this, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And thanks for watching. Look out for more videos coming in the future. Shout out the Legend.